We have here right now Mr. Larry Flester. Larry Flester, he owns two companies. The number one is the Flester Law Group. Another one is called the Accurate Property Tax Consultants LLC. How are you doing, Larry?
Good, Mr. Almeida. I'm doing great, Mr. J. Almeida.
Larry's a great friend and is a great lawyer for many years. Larry was for how many years you practicing law?
I've been practicing law for 32 years now.
Well, you have a little break before another venture came back.
Yes, I slowed down for a while about 6 or 7 years ago and went into a private business, and now I've gone back into the law. And I'm taking a different tack now. I'm going back to where I was when I started. In the beginning, when I started my own law practice, I was working with basically anybody who walked in my door with any of their problems. I would do the best I could to help them and to guide them. And then I went on and I became a specialist and did personal injury litigation. Now I'm getting back to my roots, which was to help anybody who walks in the door pretty much at anything I can and any one of their problems.
Well, with 32 years of experience in law, I think pretty much everybody that walks in your door, you'll be able to at least give a nice consulting to him. If you cannot help that, I doubt it, you can refer them to somebody more specific.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I know a lot of people in the area, and of course, if it's something that I myself can't handle, I'll get them to the right people. And my initial consultation with any client is free, so they can at least come in, get a feel for me, see if they are comfortable working with me, which usually they are, and then we can go out and accomplish and solve their problem.
Well, Larry, the law practice has a variety of divisions, and you're pretty much 99% of these divisions because you've been practicing for many years. And in this industry of law, I see in your card here the property tax consultant. What do you do in this particular area?
I do have another business which takes my legal background and puts it to good use. I handle property tax assessment appeals. Every year, every property owner knows that they get a bill in the mail from their county tax appraiser, and that bill tells them what the appraiser has determined their property to be worth. Well, in today's day and age where property values have unfortunately gone down so much, what's happening is the appraiser is generally appraising the properties at a higher value than what they're worth. So people are paying more taxes than they should. So they come to me and I handle it for them. I handle their what's called an appeal. And if I'm able to successfully reduce down their property tax exposure, they pay me a percentage. Otherwise, if I'm not able to do it, they don't pay anything. So there's no exposure for the property owner in terms of handling the appeal.
So if I go to your office today, Larry, and I have a $10,000 tax to pay in my house, for example, and if the property tax presented to me was a little bit higher, let's say I should pay, for example, $7,000 instead of $10,000, are you able to apply to the government and get that difference for me?
Correct. That's exactly what happens. I make sure that an appeal is filed, and then I handle all the negotiations and actually the hearing if it's necessary, and litigation subsequent to that if it's necessary in order to get that reduction. And you can find the company listed at www.taxmefairly.com. That's taxmefairly, Fairly.com. And my law firm is located at yourproblemismyproblem.com.
Oh, say it again.
www.yourproblemismyproblem.com.
Well, that's a very, very good. I love that website. I didn't know about this website, Larry. Larry Flesh is a great friend. He works in a very, very good conference and help a lot of people. We have a great reference about Larry work. And tell me how you see this economy right now, Larry, in terms of real estate. And you think this is coming back soon? You think that the market is getting back little by little? What is your experience in this market?
Well, I think little by little is a good way to define it. I think that the market that we're dealing with right now is slowly turning around. I think with regards to real estate specifically, we're looking at 3 or 4 years before it really gets to the point where you can start investing in properties with the expectation that they'll go up in value. So you've got to be very careful.
Don't you think that I hear a lot of mega experts in TV that makes a lot of money to say things in TV. Sometimes they're not that correct, and they say for the last 8 months or 5 months, I I see them saying that the time to buy is now. What do you think about this?
I'm a little bit queasy about that, telling people that the time to buy is now. I think we haven't hit the bottom yet in terms of real estate property values.
The thing's going to go.
Be careful.
You think it should go even deeper than it is right now?
I think it's going to go down another 10, 15, 20% over the next 3 or 4 years before it starts to really turn around. Now that, of course, it depends upon what area you're talking about.
Exactly.
My office is in West Palm Beach. If you're going to go to Palm Beach, they haven't been hit nearly as badly. If you go to other areas in Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach County, you can find where they've been hit terribly hard. So as to the turnaround, it's anybody's guess.
I'm Miami-Dade in Doral. In my condominium, if I put my house to sale, don't take more than an hour. We didn't get any hit, but that's very, very specific niche in the market.
Well, the problem is something like 12% of all the properties in South Florida are in foreclosure, some form of foreclosure. When you have that many properties being dumped onto the marketplace,
There are thousands, right? There are thousands.
thousands and thousands,
And
it's
before-
very difficult.
Before they got in foreclosure, this thousand that Larry is talking about, we have like a surplus of 35,000 units did not sell about like 3 years ago.
Right, condominium units you're talking about? Yeah, the condo market's been hit the worst, I think, of anybody. All these condominium associations are even having problems getting their maintenance payments because of the fact that there's so many units in each condominium that are foreclosed.
So you think that we need to wait at least another couple years to see maybe the bottom of this particular graphic to come back and invest and make some money in the real estate?
Unfortunately, that's what I think. I think you have to be extremely careful. It's almost impossible to predict exactly where the bottom of the market is, but I don't think we've quite reached it yet.
Well, this is Mr. Larry Flester with two very important websites. Number one is
www.yourproblemismyproblem.com.
and the second one,
www.taxmefairly.com.
Larry Flester, everybody. Thank you so much, Larry. It's a pleasure to have you here with us, honoring the country of Guyana and the city of Plantation here at the BB&T Bank.
Jay, it's a privilege. I lived many years in the city of Plantation, and I'm happy to honor them and the country of Guyana.
Thank you so much.